Hello, I'm Ben Thompson, co-founder of IncoDocs. In today's presentation, I'll be talking about digitization in global trade and specifically how SMEs can implement new technology to digitize their supply chains and company processes. I'm sure that throughout this trade mission, there will be plenty of good information on all of the benefits of trade digitization. So today, I will be focusing on providing useful tips and information on how SMEs involved in the global supply chain can actually implement new software for their supply chain and also their operations to gain immediate benefits in their business. Today, I'll be covering the following topics: the benefits of digital trade for SMEs, a short message on why the supply chain is so inefficient and how digitization will benefit parties along the supply chain, the future of global trade, a short message on how trade digitization allows amazing new technologies such as blockchain, smart contracts, and EBLs to be implemented. Then I will give tips and information on how SMEs can implement new software solutions and processes to get immediate benefits in their business, covering research and planning, communication, and implementation steps. I will also cover how IncoDocs is providing some tools that enable SMEs to digitize their trade processes. A bit of a background on myself. I'm Ben Thompson, one of the co-founders of IncoDocs. At IncoDocs, we provide a suite of useful software tools and information for importers and exporters involved in trade. We have created new cloud software that allows exporters to easily create all of their sales and export documentation along with other tools. Using our software, it allows companies to digitize and streamline their processes, to go paperless, and to work from anywhere in the world. So to start, I will briefly cover why the supply chain is so inefficient and how digitization will benefit parties along the supply chain. The main problem with the global supply chain is that there are so many different parties involved, which all have to communicate critical supply chain information at the right time. All of this information is often shared through manual documentation and processes. So if we look at a typical international trade shipment, it can involve up to 30 different parties, up to 40 different types of documents, and over 200 plus data points just to power one single supply chain shipment from one country to another. All of this critical information must be passed between all of the relevant parties at the right time to ensure that the shipment is processed without delays and problems. Most parties are using their own independent systems and are manually sharing critical information via emails or PDF or paper-based documentation. This results in inefficiencies and many potential problems along the process. True trade digitization will bring many benefits to all supply chain parties as the new technologies are adopted at scale. The benefits include increased efficiencies, reduced costs, reduced mistakes and costly problems, reduced fraud, increased transparency, and increased security, to name a few. The future of global trade will be so much more efficient and automated when true digitization is achieved. The efficiencies and benefits will be realized through structured data shared to all parties along the supply chain. So to start, all parties must use systems that structure their data, which will allow integrations to third-party systems. Efficiencies and automation will be achieved using integrations between systems, using blockchain-based systems, which will enable things like smart contracts and electronic bill of ladings. Together, these technologies are used to revolutionize a global trade shipment. Data can be verified instantly, transferred to third parties, and payments and other events can be triggered automatically when a set of conditions are met. These technologies already exist and they're already implemented throughout many industries. However, lack of mass adoption throughout the supply chain remains a big problem. Companies involved in global trade must actively adopt new systems and processes in order to achieve the many benefits of digital trade. Adoption is slow. Today, many amazing new technologies already exist, which enable companies to provide structured data for their supply chain shipments and also improve their internal operations. Changing business processes can be time-consuming and difficult, and it is something that can be easily put off. Upgrading processes does require planning and investing the time, money, and effort. However, some processes may be easier to implement than first thought. One thing to keep in mind is that you don't always have to build custom-made software systems from nothing or invest heavily in top-heavy software. Due to the complexity of trade, there is not one single software that will be able to digitize your whole supply chain and operations. Multiple systems must be connected together through integrations. Today, there are plenty of companies that have already built new cloud software that is available for companies to get set up instantly online and at affordable prices. These tools provide solutions for supply chain management and also other parts of running a business, covering communications, team workspaces, operations, sales, marketing, and finance. Today, parties involved in global trade can take steps towards trade digitization through creating a plan, doing the research and planning, communicating the plan, and implementing and iterating on the plan. So here are some tips to consider when looking at upgrading supply chain and company processes. Evaluate the current processes from start to finish. Get input from the people that manage various departments. Be sure to be open to ideas from all levels of operation and management. Identify the bottlenecks, pain points, mistakes, and problems that are occurring along your supply chain. What are the inefficiencies and problems actually costing your business? Set some basic project goals. Assign people within the company to take charge of the digitization projects. Research potential software solutions online, and assign a modest budget to achieve this. Then it is important to clearly communicate the plan. Create and document a detailed plan. Communicate the plan to all employees and departments involved. Sometimes there will be many people involved in different processes, and they must be aware of the goals and project to get alignment with the team. Also, communicate the plan with third parties. The supply chain involves so many different parties, and if they are aware of your intentions to improve your processes, they can be more helpful. As you progress, you can also ask for their feedback and suggestions. Then you can move on to implementing your plan. Trial multiple solutions. Many softwares today offer users a trial account at minimal or no cost. So sign up and start testing as many products as you can to find out which solutions will be most suitable for your needs. Maintain short feedback loops and iterate fast. Speak to people in your team and get their feedback so that you can iterate fast. If something isn't working, work out why, or find other potential solutions and test it out again until you find something that you want. When implementing a new software, make sure that you communicate the new process to everyone involved to get alignment on what you're doing moving forward. And remember, adoption is the key. You will only realize the benefits if everyone involved changes their processes. Evaluate and document the progress. Make sure that you come back and evaluate new processes monthly to see what's going good and what's going bad and what needs improvement. Iterate fast. If something isn't working out, iterate and keep moving forward. By following these steps, you can work towards achieving structured data and increased efficiencies within your company's operations. At IncoDocs, we've built various tools that help SME importers and exporters to digitize their supply chain operations. We've created various tools, including sales and export documentation software, landed cost calculator, cubic meter calculators, seaport lookup tools, global trade newsletter, and other free tools and information. Our main IncoDocs software allows importers and exporters to completely digitize their sales and export documentation process. So rather than messing around with spreadsheets and documents, IncoDocs enables companies to put their sales and shipment data into a structured data format from the beginning, which will enable integrations and downstream benefits along the supply chain. Shipping documents shouldn't exist. It's only the data contained within a traditional document that is needed to power the supply chain. IncoDocs allows companies to go paperless, work remotely, and streamline company processes. Like many other software solutions, businesses can sign up for a free trial account to test it out and quickly understand if it's a suitable solution to move forward with. As a trade mission special, we're offering attendees a 10% discount code to use with IncoDocs products, TTC10. So in summary, to achieve the benefits of true digital trade, more adoption needs to take place. Amazing technology is already here. SMEs can adopt these new softwares. You don't have to build custom solutions from nothing. It's up to you to create and implement a plan in your business. Invest the time and resources. Make a plan, implement it, and iterate to move forward fast. In doing so, you will gain a competitive advantage over your competitors and set your business up for the long term. Thank you for your time and good luck with the future of your supply chain.